First run in 1840. Number 1 is Del Dea, ridden by Frankie Dettori. 3 is Meadow Pippet, ridden by Paul Edery. Both these two trained by John Gosden, whose father Towser won this back in 1961 with a filly called Rachel, who was ridden by Jimmy Lindley. 4 is Bear All, ridden by Brown Rouse. 5 is Bullaxi, Willie Carson, looking for a double. 6, Glatterson, Michael Hill. 7, Hawajiss, Walter Swinburn. 8 is Interim, ridden now by Richard Quinn. 9 is Nice Welcome, John Carroll. 10, Relatively Special, John Reed. And 11, Wind in Our Hair, ridden by Richard Hills. And here's how they're betting at the moment.
And wide open betting on the Vodafone Nassau. 4-1 the field, and that brings in Hawajiss and Wind in Her Hair. Then it's 13-2 Bullaxi and Del Dea, both having opened at 6-1. 7-1 Interim. 8-1 Glatterson, who was well back this morning at larger odds. 8-1 from 9, Relatively Special. And it's 20-1 Meadow Pippet, and 25 Nice Welcome and Beryl.
And they're going without Glatterson. Gone without Glatterson, and Hawajiss has settled down in the lead from Bear All. Just in behind Bear All is Relatively Special, and then behind Relatively Special, Del Dea and Meadow Pippet. The back marker at the moment is Bullaxi, and racing uphill, Hawajiss from Bear All. Del Dea on the inside of Relatively Special. Interim comes next, making ground on the inside. Meadow Pippet. Bullaxi's making a little bit of ground from the rear, and still Hawajiss taking him along by about a length to a length and a half from Bear All. Another length then to Del Dea, and behind Del Dea comes Relatively Special, and then Interim, and then Meadow Pippet on the outside. Wind in Our Hair, Nice Welcome, and Bullaxi. Passing the 6 furlong pole, Hawajiss still the leader. From in second, Bear All. Third, Del Dea. 4 is Relatively Special. Behind Relatively Special is Interim, Meadow Pippet, Wind in Her Hair making ground on the outside. Nice Welcome and Bullaxi, the 2 in rear, as they race down now towards the junction. And they've got half a mile to run now in the Vodafone Nassau Stakes, and it's Hawajiss in the lead from Bear All. Del Dea going well over on the far rail. Not far behind him is Relatively Special. Wind in Our Hair's making steady progress, being tracked by Nice Welcome. Willie Carson's elected for the fence on Bullaxi, and he's going to have a job to get through there, but he's making steady progress on Bullaxi. It's Hawajiss, though, with the advantage as they pass the 2 furlong pole from Del Dea and Bear All, and on the near side, Relatively Special. It's still Hawajiss from Relatively Special moving into second now. Hawajiss being challenged by Relatively Special, then Del Dea. Bullaxi improving, but got a lot to do. They're racing inside the final furlong now. Hawajiss from Del Dea and Relatively Special. Hawajiss being tackled by Del Dea and Relatively Special, but Hawajiss holding up as they come to the line. Hawajiss has won it from Del Dea and Relatively Special. Fourth came Bullaxi, and behind Bullaxi, Bear All and Wind in Her Hair and Meadow Pippet, and then Nice Welcome, and finally Interim. And so the result of the 1994 Vodafone Nassau Stakes, first number 7, Hawajiss, owned by Sheikh Maktoum Al Maktoum, trained by Michael Stoute. It's his 4th winner of the Nassau Stakes, and ridden by Walter Swinburn, puts him on the 3-winner mark in the Ritz Club Charity Trophy. Second was number 1, Del Dea, owned by Sheikh Ahmed Al Maktoum, trained by John Gosden and ridden by Frankie Dettori. And third was number 10, Relatively Special, owned by Helena Springfield Limited, trained by Luca Cumani and ridden by John Reed, with fourth, number 5, Bullaxi.
Hawajiss, 4-1 joint favourite. Second, number 1, Del Dea, 7-1. And third, number 10, Relatively Special,